one of the things that I'm trying to do for my own properties is to actually write out a business plan. And, people think a lot about a business plan overall, like I want to get to 600 units or 300 units, whatever it might be. But I'm more specifically talking about the individual rental properties and like, what is my plan for maintenance? What is my plan for eventually disposing of the property and things like that? So I'm not sure if you've done anything like that, but what comes to mind about something I should put in my business plan for my property that maybe I haven't thought about yet?
I would say one of the most important things I would look at is putting in high quality materials. So for example, when I put in flooring, I used to just put in something kind of cheap, but then it would be needing to be replaced every 4 to 5 years. So then I started buying flooring that was about $3.50 a square foot, but was virtually indestructible. And the thought process being, well, if I don't have to replace it every 5 years and I can get 25 years out of it, that's going to show me a solid ROI. Another thing that we do is we buy our paint, for example. Let's say we use basically a Sherwin-Williams paint that's of neutral gray. Well, we negotiated that we wanted to buy a bunch of it from the manufacturer, and we got a bulk discount on it. And by doing that, not only buying in 5-gallon bunches, we know what we have. So if we ever need to go and touch up paint, it's not like we're trying to have to match the colors. We already know what it is. We're getting volume discounts. We don't have to question, what kind we're going to be using and stuff like that. So creating efficiencies from when you're doing the rehab and or just getting them ready for rent, I'd say that's one big place. And then really keeping your finger on the pulse of the market, knowing if you're over asking on rent or under, and watching interest rates to see if there's something you could take advantage of in terms of a refinance and things like that. So I don't know if there's a real magic bullet other than just to say you got to keep your head in the game. If you take your finger off of it and you just kind of let it go passive, I think that's when things can go a little bit south. So
yeah, well, I really think that the efficiency of or using those higher quality products is a good takeaway from this discussion here, because I have been in that situation where I'm replacing a faucet every couple of years, or different things like that, where maybe if I bought something a little bit higher quality, it would last longer. So
yeah, that's exactly. Again, comes back to the high cost of saving money, and so high quality materials make a huge difference. Not only are they more desirable for a prospective tenant, but cutting down on maintenance is nice, and plus it kind of hurts you a little bit, your reputation with tenants. If things are breaking all the time, that frustrates them. So you don't want to have that reputational loss either. Yep,
that's always a frustrating situation if the tenants are always like, everything is breaking in this house. You don't want to hear that from your tenants.
Again, that goes back to part of my rationale for wanting to get out of some of these older single-family homes, because it's March and water's coming in through the foundation, and now next thing you know, you're stroking a $10,000 check for drain tile, and there's just no way you're going to see a return on that for the next 5 years. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Want to hear more on this topic? Click the link below for the full episode of Maximizing Your Property Value.